Hello and welcome to something brand spanking new. It is Casual Saturday. Woo! This is a new format I want to try out. Once a week I will upload a video on Saturday. You know, figures. Where I will be playing a random game that I just want to play and I want to get something out of the world. Let me know what you think about this and the game in the comments down below. If it's popular enough, I might do some more of it. If you got any suggestions, then let me know of games I'm gonna play. So this is Oxygen Not Included. I've played this a little bit as a new game by people of Clay Entertainment. The game's about behind Don't Starve, for example. So let's do a new game. I've played a little bit. I'm kind of crap at it, but you know, can't have it all. Can't have it all. So yeah, let's do this. Right. So we've got a couple of people here. So we've got Abe, Doris, and we've got, let's see, an artist, a physician, and a miner. Well, first I want, let's see, no longer than usual to do their business. Yeah, that's fine. Twinkle Toes, +7 athletics. Well, that's pretty good as a runner. Because we need them to generate power. We got a physician. Narcoleptic, can fall asleep anytime, any place. Nah. Another runner. A level 13 runner, but she's a biohazard. All the vitamins is because we're getting sick. Ugh. Narcoleptic, pretty good though. Mole hands. Good digger. That's a miner with mole hands. I like it. Iron gut. Just we can eat about anything without getting sick. It's also pretty nice, but a slow learner. Bodybuilder, which is Scaredy Cat. Can perform job combat. Well, I haven't really encountered any combat, but nah. An architect. Grease monkey with a loud sleeper. In space, everyone can hear you snore. Let's see, another minor 13 artist. You breathe mouth, air consumption, don't like that. You can't do research. Well, that's fine. And we're gonna change you because you were narcoleptic anyway. Let's see, can I get a scientist? Guess not, actually. Let's see, 12 artists. You're a yokel. Not a research, but a lot of creativity, interior decoration. You know what? I'll damn take you. We're gonna be called the Lucky Tunnel, apparently. Or the idyllic bunker, the not so cute space station. I like that one. So like I said, I've only played this a little bit, so yeah, bear with me. Oddly, they have no recollection of how I got there. It might be best to start just digging. So this is our first piece of oxygen, which is good, but I'm thinking, you know, there's some stuff up here. I want to go there quickly, but first let's assign some work. We need some metal, so let's get that metal real quick. Let's start with that. Once we have some metal, I will build some ladders to here. Start building those ladders. We've got actually quite a good start here. To be honest, I've seen worse. Let's see, G. We mine that out. I don't want to mine out the oxygen here, because it might be a waste. I don't know, actually. Got some tips here. Well, I know how that already. So, right, yeah, this is basically the game. It's inspired, I guess, by games like, yeah, I'd like to say Dwarf Fortress, but isn't it really? It reminds me a little bit of, as well, of like, not Prison Architect, but games in that genre. Well, this doesn't matter. We're gonna build some flooring anyway here. You know what? You might want to do that first. So I'm gonna cancel this job. See what happens. See, I don't know if they can reach it. Oh, they will start digging there as priority. Alright, anyway, yeah, it reminds me of several games, mostly just like Dwarf Fortress, Nomoria, that kind of genre type of game, which I generally like. Actually, cancel those two. Yeah, we're gonna build another floor there. So something like that. So I'm gonna build that before I want to dig it out. I don't know if that actually works, but alright. I don't know if they can build there. Looks like they can. Good, but they mine it first. Then they immediately start building. Might be that the sand drops faster that they can just, you know, take it down, but... Alright, but first, the important thing is oxygen. This game is called No Oxygen Included, and that's for a reason, because oxygen is not included. We have... You start with oxygen and these oxygen stones, you know, so you have a bit of it in the start. But what you want to start to do is making oxygen algae deoxidizers and algae terrariums. I don't know which ones are better. But yeah, so you've got oxygen, which is important. Then you got stuff like food, which is also very important, you know. Alright. But before we can get oxygen, we need metal. So this is copper ore. I want to dig out some of this, but I want to keep the plants alive for now. Alright, oxygen. Well, we need two things for that. One, we need a manual generator, which, well, literally does what it says on the tin. It manually generates power. So let's just, let's see. I want to kind of prevent a lot of clutter going on at the early start of the game, so I'm gonna just dig out a room here. I might be a little bit over ambitious at the start, but let's see, we can harvest that one and harvest that one. There's always a problem in me first, I'm gonna be a little bit over ambitious. So you can see there's like multiple types of gas. We've got some vacuums here, we've got a lot of oxygen nearby though, a little bit of water, we've got some carbon dioxide there, oxygen, a little bit of vacuum, more oxygen. We're actually pretty lucky here. We've got some contaminated oxygen. No chlorine gas or anything like that hazardous nearby. So yeah, like contaminated water. So you can start filtering that stuff like water and all that kind of stuff. Now I don't know the extent of the game because I haven't played that much of it, but I do like it. I think it's a good and fun game, and yeah, I really so that's, you know, why basically why I was like, hey, I want to show this on the channel and I get awareness of it. It is on Steam, but it is not on Steam. You can just get it through the Steam store. You need to follow a link that they posted on the forum. It's in the description down below, so if you want to get access to the game. This is pre-alpha early access, so this is about as early access as you can get. So don't expect, you know, the world, like, why is this not in there? Why is that not in there? They're in full-on production of this, so, you know, keep that in mind. Power. I want a manual generator for the manual, as well as a tiny battery. Let's dig out this as well, because I want to place a couple of beds soonish, and I need a ladder right there so they can move up and down again. All right. We've got a place to sleep, and then I need a place to do our business. And with that, I mean the literal business. An outhouse. Like, you know, we need people. People need to take a poop once in a while. Pooping is something that humans, or duplicants in this case, just do. So, yeah. It might be considered dirty business, but it is necessary. Alright. Well, that didn't work this out. And I guess I'm gonna set up the pooping off to the side here. So I'm gonna wait till they've dug out. Let's see. Cancel this real quick because I need a couple of beds before that. So prioritize that. Just gonna design this real quick. There's not really much designing going on, but might be a bit too much, so we'll cancel that out. So prioritize. So let's just deprioritize the running for now, because I don't really think it's that important. And there's a little bit of water in here. It was nice with when electricity and water are going together. So this might raise actually. Nah, seems quite stable. I don't think there's water coming through here. So before we want to dig into this, I might need can I build a tile there to prevent the leaking going on? Okay, so like stations, no, where's it again? Furniture. I need 3 beds. Oh, just why not cancel this parts of it? But yeah, we've got copper, which is important, and then there's the station of a basic research station. Might have made it slightly too small. Well, for now this will work. Alright, and we'll draw in some power cables. Sorry, power cables, there you go. And they've fallen asleep. So this is nighttime. We're gonna speed through that real quick. This is, I think, the same time where beasts come alive. When if they are, I've seen them, but I know you can easily ignore them as far as I know. And we're gonna just speed through the night. There's this bit here. This is your day-night cycle timer. There's no stress going on. Good. And they start waking up. There we go. Well, they require toilets, so it would be lovely if we could start digging this out as well then. And you might want a roof over your head. But there's a lot of oxygen for one, so yeah, that's pretty neat, to be honest. Alright, beds are being built, so at least all our little guys are, what do you call them again? Duplicants. Have a bed. Alright, so wires are being established. So we're building our research station so we can start with doing some research. And yeah, we'll soon build our first outhouse. We build it right there. Alright, and they're all eating. Oh, goody, that happened. That's not good. Let's see, prioritize. Priority high is 9. There you go. I want you to build that as soon as possible. Yes, I know you need a toilet, but for now we kind of started flooding the place accidentally. Stop building that. Start building the water thing. Come on. I don't know if that even is possible. Okay, so it is possible. Good. And everything is underwater. Great. So I need to start building a little bit of a drain. Temporarily. Can we... dig like underneath here? So that, it's no longer underwater. Ah, right, that's sand, so that's gonna crash down. Luckily can do a little bit of climbing. So this room underneath there will be flooded for now. I'm gonna select research and we're gonna go for farming tech, because then we can make some food, and then we'll soon afterwards we'll do piping. For now we can't do it because, water. Okay, so water can go past ladders, that's good. So I can build a tile here, but, might as well just dig this out as well. Make it deep enough that, there's always enough room there. And I need a tile here. Like I said, I'm not good at this game. But but there seems some breakage risks going on there. Might want to reinforce that at some point. So water should be going down. No fabrication queued. So yeah, water is dripping slowly. Should be more than enough room. So that should eventually fix itself. Good. What's next? Well, we could just, I guess, just gonna finish the rest of it. We'll just build the ladders down. I'm sure some more water that can possibly go down. I don't know what he's doing exactly, but oh, he's building the ladders. So that's where you can see that I spent some time in a place where they can barely breathe. There's like a lot of carbon dioxide is here. So you can, if you look at the overlay here, see there's not, like this is very good breathable oxygen here. Here's a little bit less. And there's even less down here. So oxygen generators are going to be necessary down here. So we can build a oxygen generator here. So we'll put one right there. And this now needs the fabrication for repeated tech. So now it should start fabricating. Good. Get some electrical wiring down there as well. I was gonna complain that this has no. I think none of this thing will work actually, because it's in the water. Well, we'll see. We'll figure that out soon enough. Just do that. It's underwater and needs to be connected. Alright, the water will go down there. Okay, so slowly but surely we're getting there. Researching farming, so we can get some farming. Now where am I gonna do farming? Probably just up here, because there's already plants here anyway, so might as well make a little bit more space. Still want to harvest these before I'm kind of, you know, going at it. Let's see, G, dig that up as well. Luckily for now, we're still producing quite a lot of oxygen on our, because of the where we are. Like there's an oxalite here, vacuums. I don't know. That's gotta just suck up probably a lot of the oxygen. But for now, we're doing pretty good. We've got a lot of algae. We've got metals, which is also important to have. The first game I tried, I started without many metals at all. So this is just granite. Got some special stuff here. I never really dug into that kind of crap, but you know, they got some, we're pretty good. A lot of copper around as well. Kind of happy with where we are. All right, just waiting for the farming novice researching. So he's producing novice research. So that's, he needs to got 20 of them, and then that one will be done. That's kind of how research works. It's a very simple system. Not complicated. Every so often you get the chance to get a new duplicate. It's not really a chance, but you just get a new duplicate. Yeah, there isn't really much else to say for now. It's just like the start of, you know, start of the game. It's like start of Dwarf Fortress. There isn't really much happening right now. Insufficient oxygen generation. Well, we're not generating much oxygen in colony regard a food source. So let's see. There is, if I remember correctly, food. Right. Yeah, I need the microbe musher. And we're gonna place that. Let's see. You know what, we could place that like right there, but then I need to dig out some area for that. And I want a tile there just to be sure. Because I don't know if there's like cross, what happens when you know, are not fully connected. Why don't we just replace that as well? What's this? So you don't have any power left. Well, somebody needs to start running in a manual generator. Right, I put the priority at that really low, so just put it at 5 again. The food source might actually be a little bit important, so let's prioritize that for now. Alright, so they'll start digging. Hopefully that doesn't, you know, break somehow. Alright, food, microbe musher. Need to draw some cabling, power, electrical cable. There we go. And that means that this needs to be tiled up as well. Just yeah. They were talking about food. There is like still 35 kilocalories. The reason why there's complaints like there are not enough oxygen generation, not enough food generation, because we don't produce any food nor oxygen. We still have some food and we still have some oxygen left. So, you know, it's not as bad as it could be, but alright, start digging, gents. Let's put in the cabling. They can't reach this for now, but I probably can reach it later. Otherwise, I'll just build some ladders. Alright, let's place some wires. So this now is saying, like, I'm kind of glad that they went for the missing foundation instead of just, okay, this building misses its foundation, so we're gonna just crash it into the ground method. Because otherwise it would be a little bit annoying. But so far, I like the game. It's really good. As the game is barely in early access, and if I compare it to like what they were capable of doing with, you know, Don't Starve started as an early access game. I think I did. I something along those lines. I had it in early access at least. I thought it was a really nice game. It did, yeah, you know, it had an interesting concept, great art, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I was always fairly happy with. I'm very happy with how Clay does its things. So no fabrication include. What I would like to know is what you have actually installed. So there is like here you can like organic. Do we have like algae edible? So we have no food for that. So we cannot make that. So mush bars is literally like dirt with water. May cause diarrhea. So that would cause them, you know, often to visit the outhouse. So for now, let's just not do that just yet. Like bottled water. So maybe what you can get from these things. I think you could get the stuff from there. All right, so this one should be okay. Maximum gas pressure. So we're producing oxygen. But we're okay. So we can have a new duplicate available. We're gonna choose duplicate. Naturally robust and an early bird. First part of the day, dimensionally inept. It's kind of built. Wow, then you are pretty useless. We got a scientist. There's an early bird, but might, you know, this is just like, this guy just doesn't sleep enough. He raises up early in the morning and can collapse during any time of the day. That sounds to me like sleep deprivation. So we're gonna put another oxygen generator up here. And I'm gonna wire that thing up. I'm gonna want to do more wiring down here. There we go. There we go. So wiring cannot go through ground, but it can go through tiles you've built yourself. Which makes sense. When is this done growing? Soon. Bristle bear. Convert this plant into a seed. And this will be done soon. So you're doing all the cables for that one. Tip fetching water. Duplicates will seek to collect water liquids up to 2 tiles away and deliver it to buildings. So yeah, we have no real water source. But you know, so this is what mealwood looks like. It's got these worms that you can harvest. Farming tech is complete, so we can now build our own farms. And algae terrariums, which Recycles carbon dioxide with a small amount of oxygen. Gains a minor effective boost directly from light. So, yeah. We're gonna build some planter boxes. So yeah, this is not nice looking decor, so I'm gonna keep it away from more of the social areas, which eventually I'm gonna build here. Like I can put some, I need actually an extra bed here. That's actually good to remember. I could do something like decor and plant a flower vase. But I need some new science, so select research and power inner to get some decor, what you could do, but I think I need some liquid pumping or piping. You know what? I'm actually gonna go for the interior decor because it kind of makes them a little happier. Nah, I haven't really seen anything with that. Let's see, cooking station, fertilizer maker. Look, let's go for gas piping. Right. I also need to dig out a little bit more here. I'll dig that out completely. No seeds. Well, we got some mealwoods. Ah, we can harvest that one. And that means we can put this one on fabricate eternally till the end of time. Hopefully that will work. I've got a scientist guy scientisting. And we're gonna harvest this one. And right, we've got that set up. Good. Little guys are working. Great. Now there are storage chests because you see a lot of gunk is laying around here, but you can build some storage chests that can you can put this away so you get less clutter. But for I don't really mind it. I think eventually when you get really big, you kind of want some people running around doing just that. There are things like jobs lists here, so I can just say like, okay, I don't want you to do this, don't want you to do that. You can like a dedicated runner for just athletics, but for now there's a lot of jobs. So I think when you're around 10 to 12 of these guys, that's kind of the point in time that where you want to start doing that. So the micro musher, yeah, we really need to start digging out some more of this stuff. Does this need? Okay, it does now some positive decor when it's filled. That's pretty good. We've got some meal lice, which is what we use to create food. Like that. It's just a disgusting process, but it creates lice loaves and it makes my little guys happy, and it puts a bit in the ration box. That's all there is to it. I'm kinda gonna prioritize the digging out of this area here. Kinda want that to happen because I'm gonna build another bed. And I want to start composting as well. So I'm gonna do that right there. Just the beds, the composting. How am I on organic? I still have a lot of algae. Okay, that's good. I might need some water soon. I don't want to dig this up because I'm afraid that will be a waste. So, at some point I want to dig this out anyway. So, that's some fertilizer. Nice. Because we're also going to make fertilizer ourselves. Okay, base. I want, what is it again? Stations, furniture, cots. I want another 3 of these. And we're going to tell them to create some proper tiles. Okay, so insufficient material of meal lice. Well, we'll harvest some more soon. These, well, how long take these to grow? 5 cycles for the initial and 2.5 for the... Well, for now, we have food. We have food. There's a little bit of stress going on Bertrand. Probably because he slept on the ground. Bertrand is, I think, a new guy. Got dirty hands. Needs to wash their hands. Well, I don't think we have that opportunity just yet. Massage tables. So this is what is gonna be built right on here. On this level, gotta put some massaging tables. Gotta build some mess tables, that kind of stuff. So, yeah. you know, some good time places so they can, you know, get some proper food and all that kind of stuff. Okay, replace that. No research task selected. Alright, open research. Pause it real quick. Gas piping is done. I thought I said something else, but sure, we'll go for interior decor. Because I want something that's in there. Alright, so yeah. But yeah, as far as I know for now, this is the only way to generate power. It's with a manual generator. I don't know if there's any later stuff, but for now that's the only thing I know. So we have the gas piping. For now, that's also not interesting because there's not something like this is the... we haven't really got even any dirty gases. Like, I've seen a little bit of like contaminated oxygen, but most of it is just either vacuums. I've seen like chlorine gas and stuff like that, which is, you know, don't breathe that. Hydrogen, like here, for example, hydrogen is a good example. You don't want them to breathe hydrogen, so you could just like open up hydrogen, an area of hydrogen, and kind of fix that. So yeah, tips and stress. Bertrand, you... let's see. They will find his room like a decor depressing. They really needs to wash their hands. Well, so far so good, right? But I think I'm gonna keep it at this. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the concept of the Casual Saturday. Let me know if you want us to think of the game. And if you've got any suggestions on what to play next week, let me know in the comments down below. With that, I want to thank you guys for watching and see you guys at the next Casual Saturday. Bye bye.